Hey guys, so are we also welcome to My Way Tarot. This will be a general weekly reading for Aries placements. So if you have Aries as your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury or North Node in your birth chart, this reading will be for you. Everything that you need to know can be found in the description box below. So we're going to get into your reading. This is your weekly reading. Angels of love and light, could we please have clear and concise messages for Aries placements? What do they need to know? What do they need to hear for the upcoming week of the 23rd of June to the 29th of June 2025? What do they need to know? What do they need to hear? Please and thank you. Two more shuffles, guys, and then we'll cut up the deck and get into your read. Thank you for bearing with me. So what's going on for Aries placements? Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have the Ten of Wands. We have the Sun, Leo energy, and we have the Three of Wands with the Knight of Cups and the Hierophant. Okay. So there could be something emphasized here about a particular ending and a new beginning as we're approaching Leo season. Okay. But obviously this is for this week, but I'm getting highlighted to say that as well. So you could be just as of right now going about your business. You could be dealing with a lot in your life. There may be many responsibilities, duties, obligations that you're having to attend to. You could be having a lot going on in regards to your schedule, your business, your career. So I feel like it's important to make sure that you're still taking time for yourself as things are kind of picking up speed as we're getting into, more so the summer season. Okay, we've just had the solstice, right? Obviously, it depends where you are in the world, but there could be a few things that are getting aligned for you in the next few months, especially to do with this summer. So it's important to kind of take a break now and again if you can. Okay. We have the Ten of Cups. Some of you may be making plans to move, to relocate. Okay. With that Ten of Cups, you could already know that you're going to do this at some point down the line later on this year, or this could be something that's coming up and you're wanting to think about, right? What else is going on, please and thank you, for Aries? Ace of Cups. There could be the possibility of love. There could be the possibility of a relationship. Something could be getting balanced out here, especially in regards to love. Whether that is new love or there is somebody returning in your life, however it pertains to you. We have the Seven of Wands and we have the Sun, Leo energy. What else is going on here? Again, we have emphasis to do with Leo season. Something moving as we get closer to Leo season or in Leo season. So if not much is happening now to do with a love scenario, then there's something shifting and changing as we get closer to Leo season. And I'm hearing thereafter. Maybe even Leo Virgo coming through with that earth sign energy. Eight of Swords. And the Death card, Scorpio energy. Okay. With Judgment, Sagittarius energy. Three of Wands and the Two of Wands with the Page of Wands. And Justice. This is interesting because the overall impression that I'm getting is that if you and someone are not talking right now, then there could be a dramatic shift to do with this. but later on down the line. And I feel that's predominantly because there's something that's happened here whereby there's been an imbalance between you and this person, but I also feel like there's unfinished business here. And somebody has been very much up in their head, overthinking a situation, whether this is you or somebody else. If there is somebody that you're not necessarily dealing with and you'd like to deal with, then I feel like, or obviously this could be turned the other way, as I say, um, there's been something here to do with there being a lack of movement or a lack of action taking place. I feel like somebody was pushing the other person away, um, maybe avoiding or pushing the other person away or keeping a solid distance, like, keeping somebody at arm's length on purpose. Whether this is you or whether this is somebody else, but I feel like somebody has definitely been trying to keep the distance away from the other person because they feel uncomfortable with the certain emotions that are coming up because they're very intense and somebody doesn't know how to deal with them. And so, therefore, they've kind of, into a certain way, been actually self-sabotaging a connection, and that's why there's been more separation, because somebody hasn't taken action. They feel fearful of taking action, or they're unsure of how something's going to play out, so it's like they've just been kind of keeping this on hold, right? But somebody is realizing that they can't keep it on hold anymore. There's been a shift here, there's been a dramatic change, and so therefore something else needs to happen, because I'm hearing the intensity of the feelings are not going anywhere, and they're not leaving anytime soon. Like, it's only going to get more intense. There's only going to be more coming up. So it's about kind of dealing with them. Um, I'm hearing accordingly, rather than trying to shove the feelings down or shove them away or shove the person away like they don't exist, because it's only going to get worse. Yeah, Nine of Swords, as I say that. Somebody was trying to run away from the feelings about a connection or someone because they've never felt like anything like it before, and they didn't know how to manage or deal with their emotions. So they just pretended like they don't exist when it's evidently clear that they do, because I'm hearing it keeps this person up at night, or they can't stop thinking about a scenario. Okay. What else is going on here? The Star. Aquarius energy. Five of Swords just flew out, with the Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands, Knight of Wands underneath. Okay, so if somebody is dealing with a relationship right now, this could be you. If somebody's dealing with a relationship right now, there is the way I'm getting it is there are going to be some sort of major revelations into realizing that this is not the right connection, and it's going to weigh heavy on someone, and actually they're to walk away from whatever this is. It's not going to work out. Yeah, with the Devil, Capricorn energy. So somebody could be realizing that the reason that a connection that they're dealing with, if they're in a third party situation, it's not moving anywhere fast, or it's not meant to go anywhere. It's temporary. It's because that it serves a certain purpose, but it's not the be all and end all. So somebody could be in a connection right now where they're looking over at that person and then realizing, gosh, I'm getting all itchy, realizing that what they may have thought that they were doing was the right thing, or they thought that they were with the right person, they're not. and they're in their head about it because they thought that they were doing of the right thing, when really it's not right. Yeah, it's just bringing more to a situation with the Ten of Wands. It's kind of like, when you're dealing with somebody and then something shifts, something changes, and then you realize that they're not it, they're not the one. So somebody may be realizing this, and going through like a breakup or a separation, yeah, cutting contact with somebody, because I'm hearing that's not where their heart truly lies, and they know it within themselves. And actually, there has been somebody else that they have been pushing away, but settling with somebody else because they didn't want to embrace that sense of intimacy on a deeper level with the person that they actually love. And I'm hearing they're only really doing a disservice to themselves by pretending to carry on with something. But what's going to end up manifesting anyway is that there's going to be a cut or a separation to do with a person that somebody may already be in a relationship with. Yeah, Six of Swords, as I go to say that, moving on and then taking a leap of faith to actually go towards the person that they're genuinely in love with and is a soul connection for them. Four of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. Somebody was holding on to something here, for one reason or another. But what they realize is that holding on to it is only kind of taking them further and further off their actual path, and they're needing to get out of a karmic relationship with the Devil and the Five of Pentacles. But somebody's going to be overcoming this particular challenge. Okay. And actually move towards the person I'm hearing that they are in love with. Because they've realized that whoever they have been dealing with, I mean, it looks all a certain type of way on the outside, but I'm hearing it's not the real thing. This other situation. Sorry if that sounds a bit complicated. I feel like whoever is going to be getting this will understand what I'm saying. Queen of Cups, because somebody's heart lies elsewhere. And they're not dealing with that person right now. They're involved with a third party here. And then we have the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There's you. So it's like somebody is like kind of actively showing up in a relationship, but emotionally they checked out of it ages ago, or they're not really fully in it. So if this person, whoever they're with right now, if they were to say about getting more exclusive or deepening of a commitment or talking about the future, this person would be like, no, that's not what I want. And they may have to blatantly say something along the lines of like, I didn't really have any sense of wanting to have commitment with this person. It was just more for the time being, as brutal as that sounds. I was holding on for this, purely for the sense that it being fun or convenient, not because there's love there. And then the separation with the Three of Swords, with the third party. And then there's you with the Emperor. So yeah, there's definitely something going on here, because this Emperor with the Hierophant is actually wanting the higher level commitment with the person that they genuinely have, I'm hearing, always loved, that they were pushing away because they were fearful about what was coming up in regards to their feelings for them. And I'm hearing it's not just about the chemistry or the passion, there is the soul connection there. There is genuine love in another situation. There always has been with the Lovers. Gemini energy. I'm hearing it's undeniable. It's undeniable. But somebody took a situation for granted, or took somebody for granted, and that's really hurt the other person. I'm hearing the person that they wanted to be close to, they've been very hurt by the whole ordeal, okay? And now there's a bit of energy to do with feeling unsure of how this person would respond or reciprocate to if there was a message or communication or something that's instigated. What else is going on here, please? Guys, I know this sounds really, brutal, but it's the sense of somebody has been in a connection or seeing of someone, like a situationship or friends with benefits or whatever it's been, to pass the time. But I'm hearing it's more of like a getting into a honeymoon phase and experiencing that over and over again. But then when things get more serious, it's like they don't want to have the commitment with that person. But there is somebody that they are willing and wanting to do the work for themselves, but also for a connection, because they genuinely love the other person and they have always loved the other person. As I say, that Knight of Cups. So there's definitely some sort of finite kind of ending happening relatively soon, to do with a third party, because it's karmic with the devil. And justice is being dealt with. So somebody is following their heart and leaving a third party situation. And I'm hearing somebody has paid off their karmic debt to do with dealing with a connection. Or they soon will be. But there's definitely been a lot of imbalance and unfairness to do with the dynamic of two people here that genuinely love and care for each other, have always wanted basically the same thing with each other, but just weren't able to communicate, which has been really sad. And then there's your energy again with the Fool. Somebody feels like a fool for not offering a commitment or talking about their feelings sooner, or kind of establishing something more, making more of an effort to do with a friendship, having more conversation with the King of Swords. Somebody's rethinking everything, but the overall impression I'm picking up is that the grass wasn't greener to do with a third party situation. As I say that everything is fine, it's clearly not been fine. It's all just been a look, a facade. And somebody's really reflecting on that now with the Seven of Pentacles, because it's a sense of, why do I still feel this sense of this void? It all looks a certain type of way, so why wouldn't it be fulfilling? And it's not, because there's something missing. Ten of Swords. So I feel like this person is definitely ending of something. Ending a commitment, maybe. A relationship. Yep, sudden departure here. It's like they've gained clarity on something. They were toing and froing as to whether to reach out to somebody, but now they may feel like it's too late to bring justice or balance to a situation. I'm hearing the time has been running out, and look, we have the moon. We have the Cancer new moon this week, and we have the Capricorn full moon next month. So something about the moon cycles is significant. What else is going on here? There is somebody that's going to be receiving communication, but they don't expect this whatsoever. I feel like they've just completely discounted the possibility of there being a message, because there may have been such a long time where nothing happened. There was a lot that was hidden to do with this person. Yeah, but we have the king and queen coming through together. The two people here that are a match. They've not been the ones that have been together though. They're the ones that have been in the dark from each other. They're the ones that haven't been talking, but are going to be talking with that page of swords. They're the ones that are distanced from each other. There's been a lot of time that's gone by. Somebody really needed to take stock of certain things, but there is going to be work that's being put into this, absolutely, with the Ten of Wands. Somebody is going to be basically picking up the slack to do with what's been going on in the connection, because I feel like there was somebody that was doing so much more than the other, and somebody has the sense of regret about not doing of this. I've just heard I let the one slip away. The one who got away. Yeah, with the Fool. The one who got away. There's the Tower moment. Somebody is realizing they don't want the person that has potentially got away already to be going away. So they're coming through to say that they're going to work in regards to this. Okay. Yeah, with the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius again coming through. Final message. I know that this has been a heavy love situation, but it's coming up for a reason. Anything else for this? Thank you. King of Swords. Yeah, there's going to be a very important discussion between two people here where there has been no communication about working on this, about the reason why somebody pulled their energy back, why they didn't communicate, why there wasn't the getting together, why there wasn't the new beginning. There is a lot that's gone unsaid here, but somebody is hopeful that everything will work out if they take action in regards to this. And I'm hearing it could be. But it's important not to rush anything. Yeah, because there's been hurt here to do with this. There may potentially end up being a little bit of an argument with someone, if they are in a third party situation about another person. Things may get quite brutally honest. I'm hearing the real feelings, the real truths are coming out to light. Somebody's getting to the heart of the matter of a scenario or multiple scenarios because they want clarity. Somebody has just felt like they've been kind of drifting along, feeling unsure about what they're doing, where they're going in their life, who they're dealing with, who they're mixing with. And that cycle is coming to an end with the world, and a new beginning is taking its place relatively soon. That's going to be steady. That's going to be solid, because I feel that's ultimately all somebody has really genuinely wanted for themselves. Again, Queen of Pentacles and the Lovers. Yeah, I feel like that's all what two people have genuinely really wanted. Look at this. Ten of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Three of Cups. There's a huge turning point. 313 could be important. 333. Something beautiful is getting created here. Once there is distance from a third party situation, a karmic situation, and somebody has taken the time that they've needed to address a certain things to complete whatever this is and heal, it can really be beautiful between two people. But in the interim, I'm hearing, yeah, it's literally like I'm getting told, like, in the interim, as in like the halfway point of a show at the theatre, when they kind of pull the curtains and you have the 15-20 minute break or whatever it is to go to the bathroom and get your ice cream for the second act. I'm getting that for some reason. It seems relatively predictable with how you think and feel like the second act is going to go, but actually there are a few plot twists in this. So I feel like there is definitely some plot twists that are about to unfold, if not necessarily this week, very, very soon. Okay. Anyway, I know that this heavily went into a love scenario, but it's general. You know, I kind of ask of what's coming up, what do you guys need to hear in regards to the current energies, and if these messages are coming through in the way that they are, and there is a little bit more focus on love than the other messages, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do as I'm told, right? um, but we have Gemini, Scorpio, Leo coming through the most. We have Pisces, pretty much most signs, to be fair, the different elements. 777, 1010, 888, 333, 666, 818, 111, 1111 may be important here. But that's going to be the end of the read. So I hope that there have been some messages, a few messages, if not the whole reading, that potentially resonated. And if this reading did resonate and you wish to support myself and the channel, there are donation links available. There is a PayPal link in the description box below, and the other option is Super Thanks, which is listed underneath this video. So thank you so much to those of you who have already donated. I greatly appreciate you. Even if you don't financially donate, a wonderful way to energetically donate is to like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll get back to you guys on those comments when I can. So thank you so much. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, as there's new content that comes up or updates to do with the community board. But if you feel inclined to do so as well, feel free to check out the weekly readings that I provide for all the signs to gain further insight for your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, and North Node placements. But have a good week. Sending love and light your way. Many blessings. Please take care, and I'll see you and speak to you soon. Thank you. Bye, guys.